Hi there. I want to talk to you a little bit about weight loss. Um, the secret to losing weight and keeping it off is calorie reduction. And I want to tell you a little story. I I'm a registered nurse, and for over 23 years. And several years ago, I worked on a bariatric unit in the hospital, a unit where all we did were gastric bypass surgery. So, one of the things that nurses do is interview their patients, and that's one of the things I like to do most to interview my patients, talk to them about their family, their background, blah, blah, blah. So, I found that this one particular surgeon, one way in which he prepared his patients for success after their bariatric surgery is to put them on a clear liquid diet for 2 weeks to a month. In fact, one lady told me he had put her on clear liquids for a full liquid, which would be like cream soup, for a month, and then after that, clear liquids for 2 weeks. And clear liquids is water, apple juice, sugar-free jello, broth. That's it. For 2 weeks before their bariatric surgery. And then it was standard protocol after the surgery. The patients had to stay on clear liquid diet for 14 days. And then after that, another 14 days on what's called full liquid. Full liquid is usually like cream soups, along with also the clear liquid. And then after that, a soft diet, like, mashed potato and so on. And most, if not all of these patients, by the time they were ready to do their bariatric surgery, they would have already lost 10 pounds. So when I heard that, I thought that this thing was really a ripoff. Because if these people could continue on their calorie reduction diet and even remain on liquid diet for even a month, I think most of them would have lost at least 20 pounds. If not all of them, at least 20 pounds. And they would have saved themselves $10,000 to $20,000. These bariatric surgeries were they were $10,000 for the surgery, plus the patients had to pay for anesthesia and whatever drugs, etc. So by the time they were done, it's usually quite close to $20,000 that they paid. And at that time, the insurance companies were not paying for bariatric surgery. So these are people who would either get a loan and finance the surgery, or they had the money to pay out of pocket. And I just wanted to share that with you. If one could discipline oneself and cut back on the calories significantly, say eat 25% of what one normally eats, there is no if and or but about it. We must lose weight, especially if we eat, say for example, a small portion of meat for those of us that feel that we cannot do without meat, and mainly vegetables. There's no way that we cannot lose weight. And exercise is good because, of course, as we lose weight, we will get flabby if we don't exercise. So exercise is good. But weight loss is about significant calorie reduction. Okay, so one has to cut out French fries and bread and cookies and crackers and sodas and so-called juices. And if you normally have a whole potato, have a half a potato, for example, and cut out the night eating and eat mainly vegetables, salads, and small portion of meats or fish if you have to have that. You try this and I guarantee you will lose weight. Calorie reduction, that's the secret to taking the weight off and keeping it off. And had these men and women that I met that did the bariatric surgery has so much risk factors. So much risk factors. When I worked as a bariatric nurse, there was a high mortality rate. Many of these people, they would weigh 400 to 600 pounds, but some of them never made it because even though they had the surgery, they went back to their poor eating habit. I remember this one lady, the physicians would give a list of things that you should stay away from once you have the bariatric surgery. And one thing you couldn't have was like beef cubes. And I remember this lady went back to eating like cubes of steak. And the steak got lodged in the pouch of the stomach. Now, when you do the bariatric surgery, they reduce the size of your stomach to like the size of your thumb. So you get full very quickly. And this lady ate cubes of steak and it got lodged in that little pouch and she died. Okay, so if one can cut out, just significantly change or dietary habit and significantly reduce calories, we can lose the weight and maintain a good weight and avoid the high surgical risk, and also save a lot of money. Okay? Just wanted to share that with you. Take care and God bless you.